today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. A Trey Sermon, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And some room to roam now. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 33. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So This is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
After the sack on first down, Pickett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Pickett. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's third and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Down at the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Steelers now at 2-5 to start play. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Pickett now from the gun here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again. And that is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw, Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Eagles 7, Steelers nothing.
Pickett back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Harris running straight ahead. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. play action. Pickett. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
Now a throw here to his running back, finding space at the 40. Down the left sideline, and he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, 45 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. He'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Tyron Johnson, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pickett. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Boy, the coverage there, airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot at the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they can clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
Back to throw here. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll look to throw. That's a quick strike out to Watkins. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll set up 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. They'll try again. Try to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
They're on the 17-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but
you don't want to.
I know, but oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. On 2nd down and 4. Pickett. Right side, Claypool's got it. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 40 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Pickett now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his team.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. This will be caught at about the 6. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
That'll be complete to Sermon. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he loses the football the 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Eagles. There he goes left side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable, and it definitely won't be air-conditioned.
Milk bones?
None.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Completes it to Austin. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Austin is there and brings in another one. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Pickett to his tight end Freiermuth for the Steeler 1st. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 81 yards rushing for him now to this point. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught at the 10. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A big play there. 54 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just give up a score.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
In motion right is Austin. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. First down, and they go back to Harris. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner, and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Third and 2, Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he will have a Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. He finds Austin complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Let's go now.
They'll throw again with Pickett. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Pickett will look to throw it here. He gets it complete to Harris. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And my goodness, another interception. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. After the pick-6, here's Pickett to try again. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Now, defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
1st and 10, here's Pickett. Completion here to Claypool. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second in a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Pickett. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good for a Steelers. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Pickett to throw on first down. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is down to 24. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. 33 yards that time.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled. A throw left side, caught by the tight end, Freiermuth.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Looking to throw again on second down. Pickett, he's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Calvin Austin,
93 yards. And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
one final shot for Pickett.
It's caught at the 1. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.